was Slam Dunk. I got volumes 21. Let me restart that. So everything that I'm going over today is going to be for my whole of April. I did get a few things today, which is May 1st, but I ordered them at the end of April, like 2 weeks before the end of April, but they got here literally today, so I'll count them as April since I ordered them in April. So if you want to be technically you could say April/May, beginning of May haul. The first thing I got was a bunch of volumes for Slam Dunk, which was volume 21, volume 22, volume 23, volume 24, volume 25, volume 26, volume 27, volume 28, and volume 29. With that, I'm just 2 volumes short of finishing Slam Dunk finally after starting to collect it about 3 or 4 months ago. Next up is one of my newer series that I picked up. I picked up the entire series for it because I watched the anime for it, and I loved the first 3 episodes of the anime, and it made me want to read the manga so I would know what's going on, which was skipping over. And I got volumes 1, volumes 2, volumes 3, volume 4, volume 5, and volume 6. I got all the ones that are released to date, and I can't wait to start reading those because I honestly like the anime, so I'm very excited. Another one that I picked up for my birthday actually with a gift card that my brother sent me, which was one of my one of my most frequent viewers and slash watchers. Well, viewer on Twitch slash watcher on YouTube. He knows who he is, and he'll know who it is once they see what series it is, which is the first Big edition for Dragon Ball. I am finally getting into Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z is my favorite anime, but I have only know a bit about Dragon Ball. I don't know everything, and since I don't have the time to watch the anime, like the original Dragon Ball anime, I decided to get the Bigs for Dragon Ball as the way to learn more about the series, so I'm excited to start that. Next up is another sports anime that I like watching and reading, which is Haikyuu Volume 32. Another thing that I got with the Barnes Noble gift card that I got for my older brother for my birthday, so very happy to get another volume of it. I'm just 13 away from finishing a series that I have been collecting for over 2 years now, because I literally have been collecting it slowly. I literally have all the Haikyuu volumes I've read behind me on my shelf. You can't see them, but you go super close. Next up being a manga series based on one of my favorite video games, being Persona 4. So I got volumes 1 and volume 2 of the Persona 4 manga. So I'm very excited to read that eventually. So another big thing I got for my birthday was a box set for a series that I watched the first 2 episodes of because it was a slice of life recommendation someone gave me. So I'm very excited to read it. And that being the box set for Bakuman. For anyone who does not know what Bakuman is, it's a series about 2 characters named Moritaka Mashiro and Akido Tagaki. They are 2 ninth grade boys aspiring to be manga artist, with Machiro being the illustrator and Takaki being the writer. I watched the first 2 episodes of the anime, and I immediately was astonished by it. Like, I literally, I want to go watch more of it when I have the time. But I did get the manga, so that way, if I don't find the time to watch the anime, I can at least read the 20 volumes of the manga, which I will show you guys the covers for right now. Here's volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, volume 5. Okay, it being difficult to take them out. Volume 6. Take out a handful now. Volume 7. Volume 8. Volume 9. Volume 10. Volume 11. Volume 12. Volume 13. Volume 14. Volume 15. Volume 16. 17. 18. 19. And the final volume 20. And since I did get the box set, it came with 2 extra goodies, being a little short spin-off series of Pokemon, written by the characters of Pokemon, being Otter number. Hang on, I can't. Pretty much, it's a little spin-off thing, skinny. Well, it's an Otter something, and then it came with a poster, which I won't show one of the side because that's a spoiler. But here's one side of it. And for those who don't want spoilers, don't look at this side. And now I put all the volumes back real quick in the box. I will probably read these soon, actually, because I'm very excited for this. Because I want to put the box set on top of my shelf. So I will probably be reading these soon. So right after this, we're gonna go into another box set that I got. Being for a series I collected a long time ago when I first started collecting manga, which was in 2018, so about 5 years ago. Being Fairy Tail. Which Fairy Tail is still one of my favorite animes and one of my favorite mangas. I still need to start reading the sequel to it, with its Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest. So I don't know when that one's gonna be ending. Maybe soon, hopefully, so that I can just pick up every volume of it and binge read it at once. Which I know is a bad thing, but I do like Fairy Tail. And go ahead, put this behind me real quick. That was a birthday gift as well, you guys. So. Okay. So this is the Fairy Tail box set. It comes with volumes 12 to 22 of the manga. Let me go ahead and show you guys the covers that all the volumes in this, so you guys can see. Which this is the back side of it. I love the detail on the Fairy Tail box set. I wish there was one where it came with all of them, but I'll take what I can get. But here is volume 12, volume 13, 14, volume 15, volume 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. I will hopefully have the rest of the box sets by the end of the year on my shelves, so fingers crossed on that. Next up being the two newest volumes of two series that I really like. The first one being Tokyo Revengers, volume 9 and 10. For anyone who does not know what Tokyo Revengers is about, it is about. Give me one sec. It's about the main character Hanagaki Takamichi, who is living a unsatisfying life up until his death. And at the moment of his death, he wakes up 12 years in the past, reckoning that he just experienced, moments of his life before he actually is dead. And he messaged with the past thinking, oh, if I match with the past here, nothing's going to happen. And as soon as he does something, it does affect the future he is in because he does save somebody's life. And after discovering he has this power, he decides to just take this power, keep going back 12 years in the past to try and fix what went wrong in the past to be able to save his first and only girlfriend that is somebody he loves more than anything. It's a very good series in my opinion. The ending, I know a lot of people were dissatisfied with, but I was happy with it in my opinion because at least it ended happy, not sad. But the other volume being volume 8 of My Dress-Up Darling, which My Dress-Up Darling is one of my favorite rom-coms. And for anyone who does not know what My Dress-Up Darling is about, it's about a kid who is traumatized by a childhood incident with a friend, about his love for traditional dolls. Like he wants to be an artisan for dolls in Japan. His name is Wakana Gojo, and he just goes through his day as a loner, not thinking anything anybody, just keeping to himself. But one day, one of his classmates named Marin Kitagawa, which anyone who had seen My Dreadful Darling loved Kitagawa, and she discovers his talents for making dresses and making the dolls. And she asked him beyond his fears to if he would be willing to help make cosplay costumes with her, which that they he does agree to do it, and it starts helping him gain more confidence within himself and gets him out of his loneliness and seclusion away from everybody, and he starts becoming more confident. And later on, we do see that he falls for her. So like she actually fell for him as well. I do not know what has happened in the latest volumes of the manga, but I do think eventually they're gonna end up together. I hope so, but we will see. Next up is the first volume of a new series that I've been wanting to pick up, which is volume 1 of Siren. And I also had to look up what this story is about because the cover just fascinated me. But for anyone who wants to know what Siren is about, it's about a high school student named Akia Yoshina, who is sold to my nemesis Cube. Don't know who that is, don't ask me. But anyone who does know that sees this video, feel free to explain who Nemesis Q is in the comments, if you would. And he is chosen by Nemesis Q as a participant in the Siren Games, And ironically, the games do take place in the world known as Siren. It's the title, the series name. So yeah, it made sense. Next up are a bunch of single volumes I got for some series. The first one being Volume 9 of Lovesick Ellie, one of my favorite rom coms. This is the front, by the way. Here's the back. It's one of my favorite rom coms for anyone who does not know what Lovesick Ellie is about. It's about a girl named Eriko Ichimura who spends her high school days in complete obscurity. Her sole hobby is staring at handsome, smooth spoken Omi-kun, his name being Akira Omi. Get it? But she tweets her daily fantasies under the screen name Love Shigeli. Title series name. Made sense. And one fateful day, she accidentally bares her true self to Omi-kun, who turned out he was actually interested in her to begin with, apparently. Very shocking. And, it's a story about how the two their relationship grows from how they are and who they are. I loved it. I think there's only two more volumes after Volume 9 coming out in America, so I will be picking those two up and reading those as well. You guys will see them later on in Manga Hold. So, on to the next one, being the first volume of another new series for me, being Moriarty the Patriot. This is my first historical fiction, which I honestly picked this up because of two manga tubers I watch here on YouTube. Name, I think it was. I know Purple Frog is one of them. I know Purple Frog is one of them, but I can't remember the second one. If I do remember the second one, I'll put a link to both of their channels down below, anyways, because I love watching them because of all the manga they give. I do find a lot of new series that I want to get into thanks to them. So definitely want to have people go check them out as well for anyone that wants to find somebody new on YouTube as well who's into the same sort of things. For anyone who does not know what Moriarty the Patriot is about, it's about the man named William James Moriarty. For people who don't know, that it's Sherlock Holmes' greatest rival in the novels by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Uh, so Moriarty lived as a regular noble while also being a consultant for the common folk to solve their problems. However, deep inside him lies a desire to destroy the current structure that dominates British society, which in the late 19th century, the British Empire was a global power. So yeah, he wants to pretty much turn the entire country's world into something new, which I'm very excited to read volume one. Hopefully, I do find more of the volumes in store soon because it does sound very fascinating to me. The next one being the newest work of Hiromu Arakawa, who, for those who don't know, he is the one who wrote Full Metal Alchemist, which sadly you guys can't see. I do have all the hardcovers for Full Metal Alchemist on the second soap that you can't see, sadly, and he is also the person who wrote Silver Spoon, which is a slice of life that I just got into. I got the first two volumes on mid soap on the bottom. So I'm very excited to read this one, being Diamond of the Saddle Realm. This is the front, you guys, and here's the back. For anyone who does not know what this is about, it's about pretty much it. This is the series description that you can find online. Because I did not know much about it, I just knew who it was written by, so I wanted to pick it up because I do like Full Metal Alchemist. I like Silver Spoon. But it pretty much says ancient diamonds awaken to fight a new battle in an age-old war in a remote mountain village under the watchful eyes of the two stone guardians. The young Yuru contentedly lived off the land while staying close to the only family he had left, being his sister Atsu. Now into the next one, being another new volume for a series that I have been collecting, which is Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible. Very cute rom-com. I think there's only 5 more volumes. It's either going to be 11 volumes or 12. The final volume getting an extra chapter being an epilogue, so you can't read the epilogue digitally. So I will be picking the rest of these up so I can read the epilogue for this series because I'm very excited for that. For anyone who does not know what Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible is about, it's about a high school student named Junta Tsuruhashi, who is an ordinary and quiet student who he's so quiet that his classmates and his teachers don't even know that he's there. But as if he's a mob character in a video game, but that is until he meets Nakitsa Kubo, who is a female classmate who actually does notice him and pays attention to what he does. And she dares him to do things that will make him stand out, to be able to make him stand out more to his classmates and to the teachers, so that way he gets noticed easier, which I'm very excited to see how it actually ends everything. One of my favorite rom coms. Next up being another rom com, or I think it's a rom com. It's a slice of life as well, I think. But it's another one that I still need to get volume 9 for. Hopefully I'll find volume 9 one day for a good price. That being Kimi ni Todoke, which actually translates to from me to you, hence the name. Kimi ni Todoke, from me to you. I got volume 10, volume 11, volume 12, volume 13, volume 14, and volume 15. I will not be reading these until I get volume 9, hence why I say I hope I find one for a decent price one day. But for anyone who does not know what Kimi ni Todoke, from me to you, is about, it's about this girl named Sawako Kuronoma, who is a 15-year-old high school freshman who, ironically, is ostracized by her classmates due to her frightening resemblance to the horror character Sadako, which her nickname by multiple of her classmates is Sadako. So, but underneath her very scary, very intimidating exterior, it's actually a very kind, gentle girl who is just looking for friends. And honestly, I read the first 8 volumes, which are not behind me. They are right here, right next to me. And it just made me want to watch the manga. Not watch the manga. Read the manga and watch the anime. I started watching the anime. I'm on episode 15 of it, so I'm very excited to catch up on that. Next up being another series of mine that I do actually like reading. I know some people don't like it. It's not for everybody, I'll say that much. But it is Rent a Girlfriend and Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend. I actually found these online. Somebody was selling every volume for a good price, so I picked it up because I got the sequel series, the spin-off series with the main series, so for a good price. So I actually got volumes 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, volume 5, volume 6, volume 7. That's the back. Volume 7. Sorry, guys. That's the back. Sorry, guys. Let me put these over here real quick. Volume 8, Volume 9, Volume 10, Volume 11, Volume 12, Volume 13. Oh, that's 13, sorry. This is Volume 14. Volume 15, Volume 16, then Volume 17, and Volume 18. That's for Rent a Girlfriend, the main series. And then I got volumes 1, 2, and 3. Which, by the way, I like the back the spin off because they are of her dog, and she has a very cute dog. So, but for anyone who does not know what Rent a Girlfriend and Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend is about, so Rent a Girlfriend is just about a college student who was recently dumped by his girlfriend, the college student being Kachiya Kinoshita, who then enlists a dating service to rent a girlfriend, who is Shigeru Mizuhara, who, unknown to him, is actually his fellow student at the university he goes to and his neighbor. And the series just expand on like the antics they go through in the series, so very excited for that. Then Render Very Shy Girlfriend is about Sumi Sakuracha, who is a very shy girl, very quiet voice. She pretty much becomes a rent girlfriend to be able to get over her shyness and her fear of talking to people. So Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend is just all these stuff she does to get over her shyness and everything. But for this month of May, I am gonna be reading Barakamon, which sadly I did not haul recently. I got that months ago, and I got to read volumes 8 through 18 plus 1 for Barakamon. That I am gonna be reading Slam Dunk volumes 21 through 29. Uh, Skipping over volume 1 through 6, the entirety of Bakuman being volumes 1 through 20, and then the Big edition for Dragon Ball, and then volume 32 of Haikyuu, then volume 6 through 18 of Rent a Girlfriend, because I have read up to volume 5, so everything past volume 6 is new to me. Then volumes 1 through 3 of Rent a Very Shy Girlfriend. Then for this month, what I am going to be searching for is mostly for more volumes between volumes 33 to 45 of Haikyuu, volume 3 to 15 of Silver Spoon, and then the Eternal Edition for Sailor Moon being volumes 5 and 6, and then also volume 19 to 23 of Kaguya-sama Love is War. And then on top of that, trying to find volume 9 of Kimi ni Todoke from me to you for a decent price, hopefully. So fingers crossed for me. But that concludes the haul and the reading list of what I'm going to be searching for this month. For anyone who stuck around so far in the video, please do like, comment, and subscribe to me on YouTube.